Hello, welcome to badatpad. We're now trying me, Tries to Feet, endgame content. Today I'm going to do a quick little overview of this new dungeon and my strategy in this new ranking dungeon tournament coming Monday for 7 days, as all these ranking tournaments do. So this is the Sonia Elle tournament assists invalid. Let's go over some details about the running time and stuff like that. So again, it runs from August 13th to August 19th, so this coming Monday, today is Friday as I'm filming this, until next Sunday. Let's see. The special mechanic of this dungeon is assist invalid, so if you put, you know, like assist monsters on other monsters for skill inheritance or for even weapon assist inheritance or stat inheritance, they all don't count. They all just get kind of removed, or even if you enter the dungeon with stuff on them, I believe it just kind of, when you get in the dungeon, it's just like they're not there, the stuff that you inherited on them. The monster, you know, the base monster will still be there, but it just won't have any assists. So don't try to put stuff on there. Let's see. We get a free roll at the wedding ram, and if you do well enough in this dungeon, you get this, which is Sonia Elle. She's fine, nothing amazing. She's a Saria style board change with a heal instead of a haste. Nothing insane, but might as well go for her if you can. Rewards. They haven't said the rewards yet. June Bride. Let's see. Standard ranking tournament stuff. Let's hop into the dungeon itself. So the important. Let's roll through the spawns and show the important things. So it's a, how many floors? A 9-floor dungeon. Cool. And the general thing with, well, let's talk about assist invalid after we go through this. So first floor is a Zubaje, so just a 99% preempt. There's no preempts in this dungeon that are not gravities. Basically all the preempts in this dungeon are gravities, so it doesn't, you don't have to like make sure to have hearts to heal back if you get hit by this or anything. You can, assuming you know, beat every single floor in one turn, don't have to worry about healing. Zeus First probably is not a great option for this dungeon though, just because of the gravity preempts that exist in here. So we get a 99% gravity. Second floor is the Dark Guardian Dragon, which has which is slightly annoying because he does have a resolve, so you're gonna have to either, we'll go over what you could do to, you know, figure it out later. So another 99% gravity and a 75% resolve. Third floor is just a combo shield with Red Sonia. Fourth floor is nothing, or another 99% gravity. A lot of gravity, so Zeus Fish is probably a really terrible choice for this dungeon. Fifth floor, high defense Tans, really high defense, oh my goodness. 30 million each, that's a lot. They don't do anything to you. We also have a Neptune on floor 6 with also 30 million defense, so you're going to want to bring a true damage solution or guard break here. Floor 7 does a preemptive active skill bind, or skill bind, and a skill bind. So you're going to want to have full skill bind resistance for this team. Floor 8 is just a shiny, it's just kind of there, it doesn't do anything. And floor 9 is Sonia Elle, who makes a giant cloud, which is this Radiant Dragon Tribes wave, which makes a 4x5 cloud, which covers 20 orbs. It makes a lot of, it's a really large cloud, covers more than half the board. So overall, as we review, we have several gravities, preemptive gravities. We have a resolve, we have 2 high defense spawns, and we have a big cloud, and some combo shields. So going over the teams that you can use, there's actually, I'll probably link below, but there's someone posts on Reddit some guide. I don't know how good it is, but generally there are some strategies you can do. So let me actually show you my team, and let me stop this. Oh goodness, oh, it's too loud. Shoot. Sorry, it's blasting your ears out. There, okay, that's probably better. So, let me turn it down even more actually. Man, it was on my Monster Hunter settings, now I'm gonna have to change it back. Whatever, it's fine. This is the team that I have come up with for this dungeon that works for me. So, general things you can do. So, let's actually, I don't know why I copped in here. So, okay, I was like, how do I address this? So, counters for specific floors. Floor 2 has the resolve. So there are 2 to 3 ways you can deal with the resolve. The first way is to do what I'm doing, which is use a button. The button can either be a button that kills from full, or a button that hits it underneath the resolve and then you can just match it normally. What I have opted to bring is a Hera, a Christmas Hera, keeping in mind that you probably don't want to use whale doors for this dungeon, because generally with these ranking dungeons you want to stack bicolor board changers. For a dungeon like this that's relatively simple, you want to stack as many bicolor board changers as you can, so you can make the board easy for you to combo and also get a lot of combos. So you don't want to use whale doors, especially because you can't inherit anything on top of whale doors. That being said, skill boosts are going to be a little bit hard to come by in this dungeon in your team. This Hera, either normal Hera or Hera is, or this Hera, has a 30% gravity at a 13 turn cooldown. We can indeed achieve 13 turns of skill boost, so I'm going to be bringing her. I'll explain to you the other reason why I'm using her later. Other things you can use, Brachydios button I believe works. I think if you do like a gravity into Brachydios button, you can actually just button down floor 2 and not match at all. Again, I'll be linking other teams and stuff in the description below. Links to videos, links to guides that I can find, etc. The third option you can do is actually, instead of bringing Elle as I'm doing, you can bring a leader like... I'll just use this as an example, Vajra Yaksa, like something like this form, where it has like the additional attack built into the leader skill, and you can just match normally and then don't need to make a follow-up attack and it will just die. Once it gets to 1 HP, the additional attack built into this kind of leader will kill it. So other leaders that can do this, Vajra Bayadada, Hinokagutsuchi, this guy. You could even use Anubis and pop the Anubis action skill and let the counter attack be what kills that floor, but that's a little on the slow side. And lastly, the third way, I think, did I say third already? You can just use a follow-up attack. So you can bring a follow-up attacker on your team. So that's how to deal with floor 2, or the three ways: gravity / button, actually follow-up attacking, and a leader skill, fake follow-up attack. So other things you want to do, you want to bring at least 2 buttons if you can, true damage buttons. So Ilmina is a very popular choice in this dungeon. I'm bringing Ra for this is for, you know, those 2 floors, the what do you call them? The Tans, Neptune, and then you can even button the shiny. You can button the shiny with a non-true damage too, but true damage will kill because it has like 50 HP. I'm bringing Ra and I am bringing Ilmina. Those are my 2 choices for this. I'm also going to be pairing with an Ilmina leader for a 7x6 board, so my team will have 3 true damages. Ilmina is very popular for this dungeon because of her killers, and she also has 4 skill boosts, so unlike Whaledor, she actually has a useful base active skill. Especially as a bicolor board change, it'll be helpful to clear other floors. So those are, you know, the true damages taken care of. Lastly, the cloud resist, or the clouds at the end, you kind of want to have a solution for. My solution is Holy Knight Santa Claus Hera, who has a Super Awakening cloud resist. Other options you can use, it's a really big cloud, so you probably want to bring cloud resist. I mean, if you're good at memorizing stuff, you can maybe just memorize the board, or you can just swipe and pray. The lottery style, casino style board kind of shuffle thing. We'll get into that a little bit later. But you want to bring a cloud resist is a simplest solution, or is a very simple solution here. Christmas Hera is my choice for here because she both has the gravity for floor 2 and the cloud resist. Other things that have cloud resist, Fallen Angel Lucifer, the reincarnated one, is a button and also has a cloud resist, so you can use his button for other things. Hino Kagutsuchi, who is the follow-up style leader, who has the follow-up attack style leader skill, also has a cloud resist Super Awakening, and Anubis lastly has a cloud resist awakening, Super Awakening, so you could use any of those options either in your subs. Another really popular option for this dungeon is Avalon Drake, has 4 skill boosts, a bicolor board change, and a Super Awakening cloud resist. So those are maybe some of the monsters that you can use for cloud resist. Other things you could use for this dungeon, like I mentioned, Fallen Angel Lucifer, is good for this dungeon. Brachydios as a sub or even a leader to button down floor 2. And lastly, Maya de Keiji or anything like that who does the board shuffle. If you're trying to play roulette style, you just do that and hope for like 8 Skyfalls for your combos and you can kill the floor. Yeah, so as a recap, some leaders that you might want to try using. Ilmina for sure. Brachydios, you can pair with a friend's Brachydios if you want to. I'm going to be using Ilm for the bicolor board change and the synergy with Ilmina. I saw 1 or 2 videos I used Ilm, and TBH, this team that I have here, I'm using Jessica's. Out of all the videos I watched, this Ilm team is the one I came closest to making. Ideally, this Sonia here would be an Ilm, but I thought about using Yusuke or Red Sonia. I'm just going to use Sonia just because, I don't know, I could use Red Sonia, but maybe I want the Light and Fire just to ensure kills. Red Sonia will not work very well with Ilm and Ilmina. I do have an Ilmina, so I'm bringing that. I'm bringing Ra. As you can see, not everything is 297. I think that's okay. Probably your Ilmina or Ilmina friend is the one that matters the most, because that's probably going to be killing all the floors. I think they're mostly dragons, so that will be doing some nice damage. This Ilm will be contributing as well with dragon killers. Again, leaders you can use Anubis, Hinokagutsuchi, Brachydios, Ilm are all great options. Other things you can use as subs, so for gravities you can use, again, Christmas Hera is. You can use even Hades. Any gravity that's a short enough cooldown for your skill boost situation that will knock off at least 26% from floor 2. I think Fallen Angel Lucifer works. People use Nim, I think. I'm not sure if Nim... Actually, I think Nim is for a later floor. And again, Ilms and Ilminas work really well as subs for the bicolor board change. Avalon Drake. You also can use, like I just said, Nim. I think people... I saw a Nim arc... let me see if I have a Nim. I think I actually do have a Nim. It's the red thingy. Red... blue, as I recall. Maybe I don't have a Nim. I thought I had a Nim. Perhaps I do not have it. I might have sold it away. But it's a true damage. It's either true damage. I think it's true damage. It's either true damage or non-true damage. It's some kind of button that also gives you a attacker enhance. So I think that's useful for if you're pairing with Brachydios. With like, I think there's one really popular build that has Brachydios Ilmina, and I think it needs a Nim to make sure it can kill some floors. What else? Anything else? Again, Ra, Hades. Any true damage will work against the Tans and the Neptune and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'll again have all those links below. You know what? Actually, let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find on Reddit, just so I can scroll through and show you some of the teams, the guide. Let's see, Sonia Elle. There's one guy who was spamming his guide everywhere. Fully farmable, nope. Where was it? I think they actually commented on one of mine. Here. So let's scroll through a few other teams you can use. So the top 3 teams they used, Ilmina, the number 1 team the thing is using like is not available to us. So is that Hanjo? As Hanjo in the first slot here is, can I zoom in? No zoom. I cannot zoom in here. Look at the if looking at the top row, you know, Avalon Drake for Cloud Resist, Skill Boost Bicolor, Ilmina. Hanjo is a true damage. We have also the second team is double Ilmina. You can use double Ilmina if you want to. I'm going to try with Ilm just for a slightly higher multiplier. Grimjaw is a button. There's some Hades in there for gravity. So generally all kind of this strategy. Let's see. Other things you can use are... This is a more budget team with Blue Hunter, using Christmas Hair for Cloud Resist, and Ilmina Skill Up, Voltron for true damage, Maya de Keiji for the shuffle here, Christmas, Ilmina, Brachydios, Hanjo, true damage. So most of the teams, you should probably pair with an Ilmina for the most part. So this is Ilmina. This is the name I was talking about. Avalon Drake, Hera is for gravity, Brachydios button. This is, I think, the popular, or, oops, why did I swipe that way? That one was a popular team option. It's Ilmina, Brachydios team, but you will need the Nim to kill some floors, so make sure you have that. Let's see, another Ilmina Brachydios. The Nordis here is for gravity. We have an AA Lucy example here, or it's not a FA Lucy here with a skill boost, Super Awakening. Chinbaldras here are Avalon Drakes of bicolor. This is a pretty farmable team, so and using the Anubis strategy for the floor 2 counter attack to kill. So these are just some things, and I will link this below. Let me copy it now, actually, or let me open it here so I can show you later or link it down later. But yeah, do I think I'm going to crown? I don't know, maybe if I get lucky. I wish I had an Avalon Drake. I do not, so we'll see how that goes. I think I'm going to try some with Saria and then maybe some with Red Sonia, some runs, and see how they work out for me. But yeah, so good luck on your runs. I'll be recording my runs probably on Monday. If it's too annoying and it's too difficult, then, you know, I'll just stop and get a Sonia Elle. I got my poop crown. I could get a shiny poop crown if I win this, but I hope I hope I could do it. That would be nice. Generally for me, since I have not the best player skill in the world, these dungeons that are non-fixed teamed work in my favor, because people who do not have Ilms and Ilminas will have a harder time doing well in this dungeon. Although, you know, as you can see from those example teams, some of them are fully farmable using the skill ups for the aforementioned monsters. So yeah, regardless, I hope that I can do okay. At the very least, I'd like to get Sonia Elle. I did not get a Sleipnir. I think I was like 1 or 2% short. Darn. But at least I would like to get a Sonia Elle. I would love to crown. That would be nice. So generally it's just combo, 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 button, button, some floors, combo, combo, combo. Is this kind of dungeon. So I mean, I might as well show you the team in action. So let's actually hop into Endless Corridors. Let's see if we can find an Ilmina friend. Ilmina, anyone? Ilmina? Let's do this again. Ilmina friends, please. Oh, I forgot to turn this to 1080. Oops, sorry, you have to watch it in 720, this video. Let's see if you can find an Ilmina friend anywhere. If not, I will just hop into the I'll hop in with a Joyra or something, because it has the same amount of time extends. But, you know, as this is not the real dungeon, it should be fine. Oh yeah, so if you run Ilmina, if you're on my friends list and run Ilmina, please, or I have an Ilmina, please put her in the first slot for me. I would greatly appreciate it. I have put my Ilmina in slot number 1, and I'll leave it there for this dungeon. So I guess we'll just hop in with a Joyra, because that's the best that we got. So it'll be kind of, you know, semi 6E board with this kind of time extend. I'm not very good at this game. I was trying to get some cascades. I'm not very good at cascades either. I've been practicing, but I'm still not great at cascades. But let's see. So it'll just be kind of like combo, 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 and then floor 2 you do all your fancy gravity stuff. I could have gotten the blue there. That's okay. So like if you were on floor 2, they would like chop your health down, and then you'd be like, oh no. Then to beat the resolve, you just pop your Hera, and then you just continue on your merry way. I don't know what I'm matching right now. Not good. Something like that. One of those cascades was on purpose. So that was an okay cascade. And then like you get to the next floor, like, oh, it's time to like button. It's the Tans. You go like bam, and then it's Neptune, and then like, you know, you have to imagine this a little bit, like bam, it's Neptune, and then the next floor, which I think is Ceres, will try to like skill bind you, and then you're like, no, we say no, because, oh yeah, I'm running the time extend badge. That's the last important thing to note, is that I am running that badge. You know what, let's just, oh god, that was so bad. That was so bad. Don't do it that way, do it better. I'm trying out the precision tip of this stylus, by the way, instead of the felt tip side. And it was working okay before. So you would be matchy-matchy. Something like this. See if I just tried to block it off there. Oh, I just twisted it a lot. That's not good. So that's kind of why bicolor and I guess tricolor to a certain extent. Board changes are nice for this dungeon. We would just keep matching. So yeah, it'll look something like this. I can do the vertical cascade like that, okay. The vertical cascade isn't that helpful overall. Well, it's okay. And then like, oh, last floor, it'll like cloud you, and then we would probably pop an Ilm or Ilmina for the last floor, just to make it, oh gosh, it just twisted. Maybe I should not use this. But hey, that's the strategy too. Some people do Ilmina swipe, and I got 10 combos, and I just took like half a second. So that is a strategy that people do. So yeah, I'm just kind of, I don't know why I'm still playing this. You know, guys don't really need to see me do this anymore. Oh, I didn't get the cascade at the bottom. I was trying to cascade the blues a little bit. We'll do one more, just to see if I can. Ugh, I just globbed all those. If it was a real ranking dungeon, I would probably be complaining a lot about how bad I am at this game. Sorry, one more. I'm just addicted to just running this. It's probably really boring for you guys, but I'm like, practice. Sure. So yeah, it'll kind of look like vaguely kind of that run, just like, you know, match when you can, pop by colors, pop your gravities when you need to, true damage when you need to. So that's this dungeon. Cool, I'm gonna get back to playing Monster Hunter, which I am more excited about than a ranking tournament, because I am bad at ranking tournaments, and I will see you in the next video. Let me know what teams you're using in the comments below. Goodbye.